Hi, and welcome back to Musings of a Jesus Lover. Let's muse today about worship. You were built for it because you were built for awe. And I don't care if you know God, don't know God and hate God, know God and love God, don't know God, reject the idea of God, love a God under some different name and some other religion. This is beyond the point. It is human to have been made for awe. We've all experienced awe. I remember once simply standing and looking at a tree leaf and just thinking about the complexity. I personally find complexity to be awesome. Looking at that tree leaf and thinking about all the biological functions that are going on in the sun and chlorophyll and all the stuff that's happening. Here's this beautiful, magnificent tree and just being in awe. What awes you? You've been in awe of things. Maybe you stepped up to the rim of the Grand Canyon and saw this magnificent piece of, what should I call it, work that I believe God's hand was in. You see these things in nature and they stir your heart with awe. You know, sometimes they can make you weep. Or maybe it's holding a new baby. Maybe it's watching kids at play. Maybe it's a poem. Maybe it's music. Maybe it's a work of art. Maybe it's the understanding of a mathematical formula. Listen, E equals mc squared is amazing if you understand where it came from and how simple it is to describe such an incredibly complex thing. You can be in awe of that. We've all experienced awe. That's worship. That's all worship is that sense of awe. When you see God and understand who He is and how He feels about you and all the things that He does, all the things that He is, His absolute indescribable beauty, His indescribable power. I mean, He's God, right? Can you imagine being before Him and not experiencing awe? There are stories in the Bible of people who actually did have the opportunity to stand before Him, and awe was the result. One, Isaiah came before Him and found himself, shall I say, before Him, and he said, I'm undone. I have seen the King of Glory. John in the book of Revelation finds himself before Him, or even just before an angel. He's filled with such awe. It's described as he fell as a man dead. He was so awed. Have you ever been so awed by something you had to take a knee? Some of you have. I mean, we've all experienced that kind of thing. They're just overwhelmed by something. And that is worship. Here's the thing. And Romans chapter 1 talks about this. Paul, writing there, says that people have begun to worship the creation instead of the Creator. See, God built you for awe because He's awesome. And He created a world for us. It's supposed to awe us. And when we see the Grand Canyon, the baby, hear the music, read the poem, whatever that thing is that moves our hearts to awe, His plan is that we would take that awe and not simply express it at the thing, but move it beyond that, and it's awe of Him. I look at the Grand Canyon and I'm just in awe, and then I think of Him who created it. And what a tiny thing the Grand Canyon is. Compared to the Earth, the Grand Canyon's nothing. And the Earth, compared to the solar system, it ain't much. Compared to the galaxy, less than nothing. Compared to the billions, 100 billion galaxies in the universe, or now I've updated now to 300 billion, still less than nothing. Yet I stand there and I'm in awe that it is the one who created all of that created this. For me, music is something that does that. There are just certain things in music that just awe me and they make me want to cry. And I take that awe, which is worship. I'm already in worship. Once you're in awe, you are worshiping. That's what's happening. Take it and direct it, not to the creation. I can admire and respect and love the creation itself, but it goes past that to the Creator. To say, wow, what an amazing thing. I'm talking about music. Music, what a concept. That there would be frequencies, and if you understand the science of music, it's just absolutely fascinating. There's certain combinations that just really work for me, and they don't work for others at all. And other combinations that work for them that do nothing for me. But God has made us all unique that way, and all of it is to awe us, because we were built for awe, and that awe He's showing off. He's showing you, look how much I love you. Look how cool I am. Look how powerful I am. Look how creative I am. And we take that awe, turn it into worship to him. And we say, God, I just worship you for this amazing thing that you have done. And that begins to affect our relationship with him. We understand who he is, how he feels about us, and it changes everything in our lives. That's what worship is about. So you are a worshiper. Whether you've ever been to a church, whether you've ever thought about directing your attention to a creator, it doesn't matter. You are a worshiper. You are worshiping as you experience awe. God wants us to direct that to him, because then we get to experience the awe of the creation and of him. And that impacts our relationship and does things in us, in our heart and in our minds that changes forever. And that's what it's about. You are a worshiper. It's just a matter of what is exactly that you worship.